G'day, I'm Jonathan from Canberra Christian Conventions. I'm here today in Mitchell. I've come to talk to Frida Rowland from Scripture Union ACT. Frida, how does Jesus make a difference in your life?
So my earliest memory is of sitting on my bed between my parents and giving my life to Jesus. And I learnt to read very early because I was so excited to be able to read the Bible. And then when I was in high school, I was involved in a Scripture Union, running a Scripture Union group in my high school. And it was so exciting to see what God did. We started with just having a Christian group, and then we had a cafe, a couple of lunches a week so that people who weren't Christians would come in and chat to us because they wanted to get out of the cold and have a hot chocolate. And the principal even let us run a prayer group in the boardroom at recess 2 days a week. And all the kids who were cold or didn't have anyone to sit with would come in, and they didn't know Jesus, and they had the most incredible prayer points like, can you please pray that my aunt's cancer will be cured? And my friend James and I, who were running the group, would write all of these down and pray because we were the only Christians in the group. And God answered every single prayer request of those non-Christian kids. And I went on to lead and direct on camps for Scripture Union, and that was really significant in terms of me growing in my faith and in my leadership, and also, I guess, finding an expression of my faith that was my own and not just connected to my family and church.
Frida, what encourages you about your work with SUACT?
I am so encouraged by the way that God uses Scripture Union ACT. Last year we thought when we went into shutdown that all our ministries would stop. And we actually ran a webinar just for local people to talk about, have a conversation about how to take our ministries online. And that webinar ended up being a global event with people coming from all over Australia and the world. And there was one particular story that really excites me from that event, was that there was a person in India who came along to our event who had never been on Zoom before in his life. He came, heard us talk about how to do digital ministry online, and 2 days later he got a call saying, can you please run this ministry online for hundreds of children? And because he'd been on our event, he said, yeah, sure, I could do that. And so who knows how many people around the world were impacted by that. And we were able to run our super clubs online, and almost all of the super club leaders could come and reconnect with the kids from their groups. So there are Christian groups in schools. We went to our young people and said, how do we do ministry online? And they were like, oh, Minecraft would be a great platform. So every Saturday we ran a Bible engagement program on Minecraft, which was just such a fantastic way for kids to experience Bible stories and pray in a format that they found really fun. And one of the kids said, when someone reads me a Bible story, it's like it's over there and I'm just hearing it. But when we explore it in Minecraft, it feels like I'm inside this Bible story and can really understand what it's about. So that was really exciting. And then after shutdown, everyone was so eager to be back together in person. And so all of our camps just boomed, and we were really excited that schools allowed us to go back in and keep running our schools groups. And we have been running training days to equip. So they used to just be to kind of equip our leaders to run our camps and run our schools groups, but more and more people have been coming from churches across Australia, Canberra, to those training events and learning how to keep kids safe. So one of the things that Scripture Union ACT does is run school holiday programs to help connect with the kids who come to our school groups, our super clubs outside of school. And last year it couldn't run in the normal format because there were too many kids to fit in one place. And so we had 6 spread across Canberra. And one of them was a Lego afternoon that I was fortunate enough to attend. And I was very excited because the kids in my group were in, I don't know, maybe year 1 or year 2, tiny cute little things. And 2 of the girls weren't from Christian families. And one of them, during the Christian talk, sat there writing notes the whole time. And then as soon as we got back to the group, she wanted to read her notes. And the other girl prayed this just amazing prayer, which ended in, God, help everyone to love you because you love us with all of your heart. And so that was really beautiful. And then I was very excited at our most recent training day to be sitting there at lunchtime with people who were from all sorts of churches, Anglican and Baptist and Catholic and Pentecostal, all talking about how can we do our ministry with kids and young people better. So that was really exciting as well.